Ladies and gentlemen, imagine standing at the edge of your dreams, staring into the vastness of your potential, yet feeling the weight of doubt pulling you back. Have you ever felt like the world is screaming for your attention, demanding you chase everything but your own vision? Let me tell you something. Every great achiever, every soul who's ever carved their name into the stone of history had one thing in common. They learned to focus on themselves until they won. Not on the noise, not on the critics, not on the distractions, but on the fire burning inside them, the vision that refused to die. Picture a seed buried in the dirt, ignored by the world above, yet quietly, relentlessly pushing through the soil to become a mighty tree. That's you. Right now, in this moment, you are that seed. The question is, will you stay buried in the chaos, or will you focus, dig deep, and rise? Let me share a story of a young dreamer who stood where you stand now. She was told her ideas were too small, her goals too big, her path too uncertain. The world laughed, said she'd never make it. But she didn't listen. She turned inward, sharpened her mind, honed her skills, and built her vision brick by brick. Every late night, every rejection, every tear became fuel. She focused on her growth, her purpose, her power, until the world that once laughed couldn't help but applaud. You see, the greatest victory begins when you decide to stop running someone else's race and start building your own. Your dreams aren't waiting for permission. They're waiting for your focus. So lock in, tune out the noise, sharpen your vision, because when you focus on you, you don't just chase success, you become it. Now, let's talk about the fuel that keeps your purpose alive. Have you ever felt your dreams slipping through your fingers? Not because you lacked vision, but because the world's noise drowned them out. Life is a whirlwind, distractions, demands, endless notifications pulling you in 1,000 directions. But here's the truth. The moment you found your purpose, you unlocked a superpower. That superpower is focus. And it's not a one-time choice. It's a daily commitment. Imagine a sculptor chiseling a masterpiece from a rough block of stone. Every day they show up, tools in hand, eyes locked on the vision within. That's you, carving your future one focused moment at a time. Sharpening your focus daily isn't just a habit. It's the heartbeat of your success. Picture this. You wake up with a fire in your chest, that purpose you've discovered burning bright. But then the phone buzzes, the emails pile up, and someone else's priorities try to hijack your day. It's so easy to get lost in the chaos, to let your dreams take a backseat to the urgent. But let me tell you about a woman who refused to let that happen. She had a vision to build a business that changed lives, but life kept throwing curveballs, deadlines, doubters, endless to-do lists. Instead of giving in, she made a choice. Every morning, she carved out 10 minutes to sit with her purpose. She wrote down one goal for the day, one step toward her dream, and let everything else wait. That daily ritual turned her vision into reality, one focused choice at a time. Today, her business thrives, not because she had more time than you, but because she guarded her focus like a treasure. Here's where curiosity kicks in. What's stealing your focus right now? Is it the scroll on your phone, the opinions of others, or maybe the fear of not being enough? Be honest. Those distractions aren't just noise. They're thieves, robbing you of your potential. But you have the power to take it back. Focus is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. Start small. Pick one thing each day that moves you closer to your purpose. Maybe it's an hour to learn a new skill, or 5 minutes to visualize your goal so vividly it feels real. Turn off the notifications. Say no to what doesn't serve your vision. It's not about doing everything. It's about doing what matters. Let's get real. Sharpening your focus daily takes grit. It means saying no to good opportunities so you can say yes to great ones. It means showing up for yourself even when you're tired, even when the world feels heavy. But every time you choose focus, you're choosing yourself. You're telling your dreams they matter. You're building a bridge from where you are to where you're meant to be. Think of it like tuning a radio. When you dial in to the right frequency, the static fades and your purpose comes through loud and clear. What's one thing you can do today to tune out the noise? Maybe it's setting a timer, writing a goal, or simply closing your eyes and breathing life into your vision. Your purpose deserves your attention, so grab it, guard it, and sharpen it every single day. Now let's face the storms that try to knock you off course. Have you ever felt like life is throwing everything at you? Setbacks, doubts, failures, daring you to give up? Picture yourself standing on a path, your purpose blazing in your heart, your focus sharp as a blade, and then bam, an obstacle crashes in like a tidal wave. It could be a rejection, a loss, or that voice in your head whispering you're not enough. But here's the secret. Those obstacles aren't stop signs. They're fuel. Every challenge, every heartbreak, every no is raw material for your greatness. Turning obstacles into fuel isn't just a mindset. It's the alchemy that transforms your struggles into the power to win. Think about it. The greatest stories of triumph aren't about smooth roads. They're about the battles fought, the walls climbed, the moments when giving up seemed easier but wasn't chosen. Let me tell you about a young man who dreamed of becoming an artist, painting stories that moved souls. But life wasn't kind. He faced criticism that stung, financial struggles that suffocated, and moments when his canvas felt like a mockery. Yet instead of breaking, he picked up every shard of pain and used it. Each rejection became a lesson in resilience. Each doubt fueled a late-night painting session. Every tear added depth to his work. Today, his art hangs in galleries, not because he avoided obstacles, but because he turned them into the fire that forged his success. Let's get curious. What's the obstacle standing in your way right now? Is it fear? A past failure? Someone's opinion? Look at it closely, because hidden in that challenge is the energy you need to soar. Obstacles aren't here to stop you. They're here to shape you. They're the resistance that builds your strength like weights in a gym. The question is, will you let them crush you or will you use them to grow? Take a moment. Think of a time you faced something hard. Maybe a job loss, a broken dream, or a moment of self-doubt. What did you learn? How did it make you sharper, stronger, wiser? That's the fuel, that's the raw material of your victory. And here's where the real work begins. Turning obstacles into fuel takes courage. It means looking at a closed door and seeing a new path. It means hearing "you can't" and answering "watch me." Start small. When a challenge hits, write it down. Ask, what can this teach me? How can this make me better? Maybe that rejection pushes you to refine your skills. Maybe that failure shows you a new way forward. Every obstacle is a spark. Use it to ignite your determination. It's not about ignoring the pain. It's about channeling it. Let the doubters' words push you to prove them wrong. Let the setbacks remind you why your purpose matters. Let the struggle be the wind beneath your wings. This isn't easy. It takes grit to face a storm and see opportunity. It takes heart to turn a wound into wisdom. But every time you choose to use your obstacles, you're not just surviving, you're building a story that inspires. You're turning the weight of the world into the strength to move it. So pick up that challenge, hold it close, and let it fuel your fire. Now take that obstacle and make it your power. Now, let's talk about the fire that turns dreams into reality. Have you ever held a vision so vivid it felt like you could touch it, yet the gap between where you stand and where you want to be seemed impossible? That vision, your purpose, your focus, your fuel, it's not just a fleeting thought, it's a blueprint, a map to your greatness. But a map is useless unless you walk the path. Step by stubborn step. Building your vision relentlessly isn't about waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect plan. It's about showing up day after day with a hunger that refuses to quit. It's about laying bricks when the world says stop. When your own doubts scream louder than your dreams. That relentless drive is what makes your vision unstoppable. Imagine a woman who saw a future where she empowered others to rise. Her vision was clear, a community transformed by her ideas. But the road was brutal. Long hours, endless rejections, moments when giving up felt like the only option. Yet, she didn't waver. She woke up every day and asked, what's one step I can take today? Sometimes it was a phone call, sometimes a single sentence written, sometimes just refusing to quit. Each step, no matter how small, was a brick in her foundation. Today, her vision stands tall, not because she was lucky, but because she built it relentlessly, one determined choice at a time. That's the power you hold right now. Let's get curious. What's your vision? Can you see it? Maybe it's a business that changes lives, a skill you master, a legacy you leave behind. Close your eyes for a second and picture it. Not the obstacles, not the doubts, just the vision. Now, what's one thing you can do today to make it real? That's where the magic happens. Building relentlessly doesn't mean giant leaps every day. It means small, consistent actions. Writing one page, learning one skill, making one connection. It's the compound effect of showing up, even when you're tired, even when the world doesn't believe in you yet. Every step forward is a declaration. This vision is mine, and I won't let it go. Here's the raw truth. Building your vision relentlessly takes heart. It means saying no to distractions that feel urgent but aren't important. It means pushing through the days when progress feels invisible. It's not glamorous, it's gritty. It's late nights, early mornings, and moments when you're the only one who sees the finish line. But every brick you lay strengthens your foundation. Every effort you pour in makes your vision more real. Ask yourself, what's one habit you can start today to keep building? Maybe it's setting aside 10 minutes to plan or cutting out one thing that pulls you off track. Your vision isn't a dream to chase. It's a reality to build, one relentless choice at a time. Think of it like planting a tree. You water it daily, even when the growth is underground, invisible. You protect it from storms, from doubt, from neglect. And one day, it towers strong and unshakable because you never stop tending it. That's your vision. It's not about speed, it's about persistence. It's about showing up when it's hard, when it's messy, when it's lonely. Because every time you build, you're not just creating a future, you're becoming the person who can carry it. So, grab your tools and build your vision, one relentless step at a time. Now let's turn the spotlight inward, where the real power lies. Have you ever looked at the world's greatest success stories and wondered what set them apart? It wasn't just talent, luck, or opportunity. It was the person they became. Your purpose is alive. Your focus is sharp. Your obstacles are fuel, and your vision is taking shape. But here's the game changer. None of it matters unless you become your own greatest asset. You are the foundation, the engine, the spark that makes it all possible. Picture yourself as a diamond, rough and unpolished, but with every choice, every effort, you're chiseling away the rough edges to reveal something unbreakable, unstoppable, undeniable. Becoming your own greatest asset. Is it just the goal? It's the key to unlocking everything you're meant to be. Let me tell you about a man who started with nothing but a dream and a mirror. He grew up in a world that told him he wasn't enough. No connections, no wealth, just a nagging sense that he was meant for more. But he decided to invest in himself. Every day, he poured time into learning, into growing, into believing in the person he could become. He read books, sought mentors, faced his fears head on. When he stumbled, he didn't stay down. He studied his mistakes and grew stronger. Today, he leads a movement that inspires thousands, not because the world handed him a crown, but because he became his own greatest weapon. That's the power waiting inside you right now. Let's get curious. What's one thing you can do today to become a better version of yourself? Maybe it's learning a skill that scares you or facing a truth you've been avoiding. Becoming your own greatest asset means treating yourself like the most valuable project you'll ever work on. It's about sharpening your mind, strengthening your body, nurturing your spirit. It's saying no to self-doubt and yes to growth. Think about it. Every time you choose to learn, to adapt, to push past your limits, you're adding value to the one person who will carry your vision to the finish line, you. What's holding you back from investing in yourself? Is it fear, time, the lie that you're not worth it? Let that go. You are worth every effort. Here's the raw truth. Becoming your own greatest asset takes work. It's not about perfection. It's about progress. It's waking up and choosing to grow, even when it's uncomfortable. It's looking at your weaknesses and saying, I'll make you my strength. Maybe it's taking a course, practicing a craft, or simply forgiving yourself for past mistakes. Every step you take to become better is a deposit in your future. It's building a version of you that can carry your dreams, no matter how heavy they get. Ask yourself, what's one skill, one habit, one choice that will make you stronger tomorrow? Start there. Small steps compound into massive transformation. Think of yourself as a house under construction. Every book you read, every fear you face, every skill you master is a brick in your foundation. The stronger you build yourself, the higher your vision can rise. The world will try to distract you, to make you feel small. But when you invest in yourself, you become unshakable. You become the kind of person who doesn't just dream, but achieves. So commit to you. Polish your strengths, face your flaws, and build a version of yourself that the world can't ignore. Now invest in yourself and become the asset that wins. Ladies and gentlemen, you've felt the spark of your purpose, sharpened your focus, turned your obstacles into fuel, built your vision with relentless drive, and become the greatest asset you'll ever have. Now stand at the edge of this moment and see yourself not as you are, but as you're meant to be, unstoppable, unbreakable, a force the world can't ignore. The road ahead won't always be easy, but you're not here to chase easy. You're here to chase greatness. Every dream you hold, every vision burning in your chest is within your reach if you refuse to let go. You are not a passenger in your life. You are the driver, the architect, the fire that lights the way. So rise up, take that first step today. Don't wait for permission, for the perfect moment, or for the doubts to fade. Start now. Build yourself. Chase your vision. And don't stop until you win. I wish you the courage to keep going, the strength to rise above, and the luck to seize every opportunity that comes your way. Thank you for daring to be unstoppable.